gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real talk in real life by a real one. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, real issues. What it ain't is added preservatives and bullshit, man. I'm gonna give it to you actual and factual to the best of my capabilities and the best of my knowledge that I didn't learn in college, right? I learned from the ghettos, from the streets, from the gutters, from the slums, from the barrios. You already know what it is. Raza, stand up. In a menudo style in direct fashion, let's get straight into it. Here's some Hood News 101. Now I want to dispel rumors. Rumors are started. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Orale, man. Rumors are always started by people who have an agenda or people that feel some type of way about certain individuals or certain situations for the fuck of it, right? There's no rhyme or reason, Holmes. There's no reason to rhyme if you don't know how to. In a motherfucking menudo style, keep your antennas up and listen to what I'm saying. When I say this, in life, in YouTube, in general, man, things are not always going to be what they seem. Things are not always going to be actual and factual to the 10th degree, right? There's going to be individuals that are a little bit more laced up, a little bit more seasoned, a little bit smarter, work a little bit harder. Vatos that had that delivery, vatos who know how to deliver it con un punch, vatos that know how to hit a putazo. There's going to be a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, what you need to understand is all information is information, you know? When it comes to prison yards, things that are happening within them walls, within them cages, within those fucking fences, so we're not there to tell you exactly what's going on because we're not there. But there are individuals that are. There are people that are going through guerra, through war, through strife, through struggle, through trials, through tribulation, through toiling in that soiling. There are vatos that are actually having to get pico de gallo. Pedazos are fucking in their assholes. There's vatos that are going through some motions right now. Yes, and with everything that's being implemented, everything that's happening lately concerning the Fresno Bulldog, you know what I mean? Respects. A lot of people are, it's that he said, she said, hey, what happened? So I don't know what happened, but you know what I mean? And I understand that there's content creators that are at odds or feel some type of way about each other's content just because they feel some type of way. So they rolled over that morning and they don't like this individual for whatever the reason may be. People think that, oh, you're fucking putting your integrity on the forefront and such. You shouldn't do that. It does. Hey, everyone does whatever they want to do. At the end of the day, you do you, and I'm gonna do me. Right? We're all going to deliver the way we do. So we're going to let the numbers speak for themselves. That's just a fact. There is no fucking, hey, slander and I don't like you and this because, nah, Charlie, man. Respect to all content creators that are bringing you the best that they can. Everybody has different connections. Everybody has different people telling them different stories. Everybody has different routes and routes that they go to and they travel. So at the end of the day, it's all about bringing the best content we can to the gente. Now let's talk about the Fresno Bulldogs. You know, anyone that knows the gun knows that I have a lot of affiliation with the Fresno Bulldogs. Meaning, man, I chop it up with them a lot. I got a lot of respect. They gave me respect. It goes vice versa. It goes tit for tat, tat for tit. We got love for each other just based on, man, I don't disrespect these individuals. I don't disrespect no one, Holmes. And it comes to norteños, bam, stand up, respects. I know a lot of the youngsters like, fuck you, gun. And at the same time, I'm like, hey, it is what it is, bro. But there will never be no disrespect coming out of my mouth concerning the norte, the norteño movement or the cause or the struggle. That's period, first and foremost, plain and simple. You know, I'm a cap on your ass, but that's just me capping. When it comes to the love of the struggle, man, it's always going to be there. It always was, cuz, and it always will be. You feel me? Now, I rhyme. Now, when it comes to the Southsiders, well, you guys already know what it is, man. The vatos call me, hey, he's the Northern Sureño, right? They say that I got a lot of love for the South, and I do. You know, because brown is brown at the end of the day. Raza is raza. I'm for the people, by the people. All people, man. Not just raza. Everybody. Humans. What to say? Even aliens. Fuck it. They love me too. Bang, bang. We're going to have love for everyone. So I'm going to show everyone and treat everyone with respect. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone and put stories out there that are frivolous and fake at the same time. I'm just giving it to you how it's given to me. And then we'll fucking weed it out in the end, you know? Now, there's been things going back and forth on YouTube. I'm watching. Vatos are like, hey, I got paperwork right here. This is what really happened. I'm saying, you know what? Respects to that individual for being able to master that and pull that off. You know, it's all good in the hood. But now you need to understand something when it comes to the gun. Sasuke, I'm going to turn it on him. I'm going to hit it in reverse and give him a big old chistoso right there on Indiana Street next to El Pino con un tamales, best shit I ever had, right? I always got to do my due diligence and do what I do, man. I got to do my due process, okay? Now, when this incident that took place in Solano concerning the Fresno Bulldogs, Norteños, and Southsiders, sprinkling the whites, happened, there was a lot of different stories that came out about it. Some vatos were saying it happened on a 3 yard. Some vatos were saying, I even said it. I wasn't sure. Some vatos said it happened on a 2 yard. Some vatos said fucking it was in a dorm and it was just one. I've heard a lot of different stories that it was just one individual from Fresno, actually a vato from the South, who it was a mistaken identity, and then he got jumped on by Norteños and Sureños. Shit, they made that next move, their best move. They said, fuck that, eh? You know what I mean? You're not functioning on our yard. And that actually took place. They are on lockdown on 1 yard. But what you need to understand is Solano has several different yards. You know what I mean? So incidences take place, and just because you got papeles on one incident, well, what about the other incident? Well, no, it doesn't mean that it's all one incident. There's several different incidents. To what degree of incidences? We can't call it, I like using the word incidences, right? The incident. To whatever degree, we don't know, and we never shall know because we're not in there, man. But actually things took place simultaneously this week. 3 things. Yes, I'm here to tell you 3. And I don't care what anyone says. No, it was only 1. Okay, well, we're going to play some shit at the end of this video from a real actual Fresno Bulldog who was tapped in with perros. Talked to him this morning. Bulldogs that are actually locked up. And I'm going to tell you exactly about the incident that myself, Flaco from Real Talk with Flaco and a Converse Perspective, as well as Big Rojo were speaking on, man. And then I'm going to talk about the motherfucking incident that the Vato Josh respects to that individual, the homie Hangout was talking about, right? I'm not here to fucking disillusion anyone and hold anyone accountable, and I'm not God, homes. That's not what I do. I'm here to speak my mind, hit the dope rhyme, stay on the grind. Gun does it all the time. I'm about mine, homeboy, for reals. You know the deal. The gun is the loco, and you know he really will dispel any questions that people fucking have. I'm the gangster from Merced, homeboy. I do it because I'm mad and dipping and dashing straight up like an assassin with the pack. Woo! Don't make me start rapping. Alright, because I could do that too a little bit. Anyways, so they say. Here's one of the incidences that went down, man. Actual, factual, coming straight from a Southsider's mouth, right? This is what he told me. You know what I mean? He said that a vato got there from Fresno, from the South, man, and it was a mistaken identity, and the fucking Southerners and the Norteños decided that if for no other reason, this guy appeared, to what degree of Bulldog he was, I don't know. He appeared to have Fresno on him. They rushed him. It was a mistake, and now they are sitting in some of them are sitting in the oil, and other vatos are all on lockdown just based on that incident. Now, is that a fact? That's a fact. That happened. Solano prison, right? To what degree of yard, I can't call it. I don't know which yard it happened on, but it did happen. This is coming from a vato that was right there when it happened. Now, as you're going to hear after this, the Bulldog incident, the one that I was speaking on, the one that Flaco talked about, actually happened too. We're going to say that to the end because we're going to let the Bulldog tell you in his own words after I say what I have to say. Now, when it comes to the incident that Joshua is talking about, man, respects again to Josh. Love his channel, man. I'm watching it. So I'm watching his content. Great content. When it comes to his channel, I will say this. The incident he's talking about, it happened. The paperwork's there. It absolutely happened. So it absolutely happened. What you need to understand is that Bulldogs are on yard. They're in CTQ. There's some that are getting there. The word's out, okay? The administration is placing Bulldogs on different yards. It's about to go down in Pleasant Valley. You heard it here first. Watch next week. You're going to be like, fuck, Gun was right. Yes, of course. Oh, indubitably. Right? It goes down. Like Julie Brown. You know what I mean? MTV. Yo, MTV Raps. Anyways, look. Trip out on this. What happened was on these several different yards, everybody's paranoid, right? Everybody is ready for the war, for the guerra. They're all strapped up. Everybody's waiting. Sasuke, and it's all point bulletins on the Bulldogs. The reason why the Bulldogs are the group that they're focusing on first is because the Bulldogs didn't take in, and they were presented several times to be coming into this end to hostilities, right? Where they said, chale, man, they didn't want to conform to the end of hostilities. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. They were the rebel group that rebelled, that wanted to do their own thing. And Sasuke, now they're reaping what they sowed. The Norteños and the Southsiders came to some type of common understanding that in order to maintain on these yards, there needs to be some type of familiarity or some type of, not basically connection where we're all together. So I was getting nothing like that. Business is business, personal is personal. But they came together under the guise that, you know what? We could end our hostilities, our 50-year war, our beef, man, to maintain these yards. So that way the big homers don't get slammed back. We could beat these indeterminate shoes. There's a lot that went into it. And even more beyond that. You know, everybody wants to be out there in the yard. Man, who wouldn't? Who doesn't want visitas? Who doesn't want cantina? Who doesn't want packages? Sasuke, who doesn't want the phone call with their hyena? You know what I mean? Because if you don't, that Sancho named Pancho is going to definitely get it in like the head honcho. You already know what it is. He's in that motherfucker like, I feel like Arby's tonight. He's going to get his issue on. And I'm not damaging my integrity. My integrity is always there. But what you need to understand that I'm just being the gun. Bang, bang. Now, furthermore, right? This incident that I was talking about, that Flacco himself talked about, several other individuals talked about, that took place, happened on D facility, D yard, the 2 yard, just the 2 yard. And of course, a lot of the details were different. You're gonna some people like to put hot sauce on the tacos. And there was 10 vatos, or there was 7 vatos, or there was 8 vatos. Nah, Charlie, man. There were 6 Fresno Bulldogs that hit a yard and were ran upon by Norteños and Southsiders. To what degree of sprinkling the white boys? I don't know if the whites participated in this. I've heard from some people that the whites did, just based on what happened in Salinas Valley the week prior, where the North, the South, and the white guy were stomped out. I have heard that, right? But now I'm hearing Sasuke, there wasn't no white boys involved. I don't know. When it comes to the white guys, man, they can get involved or they can't get involved. This is a SA thing anyways, right? First and foremost. But what I'm hearing, and you're going to hear the excerpts, man, from the conversation right after this, Sasuke, so stay tuned, right? Because there's actual audio of the Bulldog with the information of what happened. Now, like I said, I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm here just to give it to you from a Bulldog's perspective on exactly what happened. Now, I understand incidences did take place on the Solano yards. There's several yards here, man. Several different things. Just because one thing happens and people are talking about an incident that happened in Solano, you automatically got to assume, oh, it's fake. It's fake news. This is not what happened. Charlie, man, the Fresno Bulldogs are going to tell you. Now, in most cases, if you're speaking on the Bulldogs, man, that they got rushed, they'd be like, fuck that, dog. Hell no, dog. We ain't coming up short, because no group segment wants to look like the fucking victim here. No group segment in their right mind wants to play the victim role. You know what I mean? But right is right and real is real. Real talk is real, just like steel sharpens steel, man. If a motherfucker got placarded, if a group got ran up on, man, and took the short end of the stick and took that LWAP when they could have took that dub, right? You just got to be real. Real motherfuckers speak on real shit, you know? So it was actual, man. 6 Bulldogs were rushed. Now, I got the names of the exact Bulldogs that were rushed. Oh, yeah, we gonna hear about it, right? Oh, and the reasoning behind it, man. And I also got what's going on now. These different groups that are clicking up, they're affiliating with each other. Why, who, when, how, where. You're gonna hear about it, right? And this is not, like I said, to dispel any rumors, and this is not to fucking shake and bake on anyone or to discredit anyone or disprove anyone. Like I said, I respect all content creators that put out their content. At the same time, I am not a channel to sit here and poke holes. So I'm not a hole poker. I'm a hole poker. You feel me? You know what I mean? And definitely not a smoker. It is what it is. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to get to this audio here in a minute, just because my name's Ben and I'm going to try to be in it. But also at the same time, I want you to understand that these Fresno Bulldogs, these Norteños, these Southsiders on these yardas are all dangerous individuals, man. They all know how to sharpen steel. They know how to pick it up. And they all know what guerra means. They're all seasoned enough to know when wartime comes. So I was scared. That's what you do. You keep your fucking mouth shut, your ears open, your eyes wide, and your pedazo ready. That's actual factual. That's how it goes down on 4 yards, 3 yards, and apparently 2 yards nowadays. Okay, now Bulldogs will be the first group thrown out there. Why? And to what degree of why? I can't call it. I don't know why administration is doing this. The only thing I can think of is that they're tired, and maybe they're thinking that if they throw Bulldogs on these certain yards, piece by piece, throwing them to the wolves, 2 things could happen. Either they could be eradicated, or they could start conforming to the actors of what's going on. You know, they're trying to make it one GP, man. That's what administration has in their fucking pocket. That's what they're trying to do. They're tired of gang banging. They're tired of all that. They're like, fuck it, let's let them kill themselves. Let's let them go to war. Let's let them handle it. Sasuke, we'll do the paperwork after. In fact, you'll do the paperwork after. I'll be over here chilling. That's what the captain's saying. But at the end of the day, it's just a dangerous situation all the way around. Regardless of how it happened, how many people got stomped out, one person getting stomped out is too much. That's how I feel. One person being put in a dangerous situation, or the administration slipping and throwing them on the yarda is bullshit. It's cagada. It's mierda. That's how I feel. Okay? Now I'm for the brown people, man. All brown people, north, south, and perro, stand up, right? So, when it comes to what really happened, how it happened, to what degree of it happening, how many people were involved, it doesn't matter. What matters is incidences take place in prison every day. There's shit going right now. Sasuke, I guarantee there's someone in the cell getting fucked like a motherfucker right now. It's not good, but it's happening, right? It's happening. But they're like, fuck today. You know what I mean? There's somebody, shut up and take it down. It's just ugly. It's an ugly situation. And then, of course, this morning, someone's going to go to the yard if they're not on yard right now, and someone's going to get put in them. You know what I mean? So that's good because he ran his motherfucking mouth, and loose lips are sinking ships, definitely. And then there's the incidences, man, where SOIs are getting put over here, actors are getting put over there. Shit takes place every day that you don't hear about. It doesn't make the evening news. Now, of course, whatever information I get. I have my own connections. Whatever information and the other channel gets, they get. You know what I mean? We're all getting different things, but quietly as it's kept. In the meantime, in between time, when you get sort of the similar information or similar, Spencer, you put it out there, and it is what it is, man. You got to rock with it and ride with it, man. Never hide with it or divide with it. Now, like I said, my channel is not a channel to poke holes, and my channel is not a channel to prove, and my channel is not a channel to dispel someone else and to shit on someone's character. Charlie, I hope we all win. I hope we all get paid, Humps. I hope we don't get played, and I hope we just keep it going. With that being said, I need you to pay attention to this Bulldog audio from an active Fresno Bulldog member who is closely associated and affiliated with Vatos who are incarcerated on the 4s and 3s and 2 yards. Right now, chopped it up with this homeboy, got the information. This is the real deal. This is about the incident in Solano that took place. Not the incident, but one of the incidences, because several of them happened. Man, let's get straight to it, man. You already know how the gun does it, man. I can't call it like an alcoholic. This is real shit, ill shit, true shit. This is how I do shit. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move fast with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, man, fuck what's going on in there. It's all about getting your ass up and going to Arby's. What does that get? Eat fresh. Or is that Subway? I can't call it either way. I'm trying to eat, right? Do your thing. Make it happen. Hey, and put it in the work for your familia. That's why I put in work for. That's how you get your familia's respect. And that respect is key to everything in life. It's going to make you feel so good in the hood with it. I guarantee. So vicious though. I'm fully loaded in the studio. I'm vicious though. Kick back, smoking on Indo. But I don't even smoke on Indo. But I'm still vicious though. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you like this content. Please pay attention to the end of this content where you have the actual audio of the Bulldogs with a couple pictures just for fucking keepsakes. And it is what it is, man. Hit that like and subscribe if you like this content. If you don't, please hit that thumbs down because I don't give a fuck, man. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You're going to do what you does and I'm going to do what I does because on 55th, on Power Rule, I'm going to continue to do that. I got the audio tapes. Bang, bang.
No, but yeah, there was only 6 of the homeboys there. There was a homie from Chancla, Tacos. There was a homie C-Lokes from fucking College Street. There was a homie Graham and the homie Joey. Not Joey Lokes, but another homeboy named Joey. He was there. And yeah, there was only 6 homeboys that were rushed. And other than that, man, there was not 2 or 3 homeboys there or 10. There was only 6. Also, man, I was just on the phone earlier with the homeboy, Cujo. He's from Pleasant Street. He's over there in Pleasant Valley right now, and he just told me that we should never smash on them niggas over there in Slings Valley with them, you know, riding next to the New Flower. We should have took off on the New Flower, regardless of any type of situation. But since that shit happened over there in Salinas, man, he got word that I guess we are to take flight on fucking the north, the south, and the whites until further notice, and we're going to be riding, we're going to be using the New Flower to our advantage and any other groups and functions that want to, you know, get involved and ride against them. So I guess, you know, there's your answer, man. We're riding with them instead of with the actives. That's a homie. I just saw your text. I'm right now working, but they're arrested on DR. That's a level 2, the homeboy said, and that's GP, so that's where they're arrested at. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work, but yeah, everything I've been giving you, man, right now is straight facts. I've already talked to the homeboys. They're in contact with each other right now. Shit's gonna be cracking off pretty soon. And I don't know about some JCat or what the fuck they're talking about, man, or other people are saying, but just know that everything I'm gonna give you, man, is straight from the homeboys that are in there coming to me. So anything else you need to know, I'll let you know.